Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Ryan. And incomplete to open things up.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Get up!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Mason Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
39.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Everyone's got 4 down. Set. Wide 80. No, right. Yellow. Hey, back up.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry for the rookie. It's Darius Geis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
free play here for Smith. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
With the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's go. Wait.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Smith now on second down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set. Wide 80.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye, and they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey,
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, here's Smith. And it's hauled in by Doxson. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking to throw on second down. Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43.
Hey. 12. Hey, back up.
On first down, Smith. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw on second down, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Hey, let's go. Left. Hey, white. Hey, white. 20. Get out.
On second down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
21. Let it go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Coleman now, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
21.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And running with power here. Connects with Sanu right side. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Pernell McPhee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Throwing on third and long. Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Smith to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Dotson with the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Smith now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
I said,
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game, What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.